Hi viewers, today me, Oishwarya Kobiraj and one of my friends, today we both will make a podcast and today we will share us the reality of English. So please talk something about yourself.
Hi. So hello everyone, I am Mahi, a 7th grader at Shatkira Polimangol Secondary High School, and I'm a very dear friend of Oishwarya. We have been friends for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
And we first met at a coaching center. That's from where our journey started. So first thing we are going to talk about today is about society, right?
Yes.
So you can start talking about
okay. Actually, the main problem we face in the society is that we demotivate by the society. The main problem of Bangladesh that no student got the perfect scope for understanding, for learning the English, because the environment, our daily environment demotivated us, make a lot of irritating words, such as when me and Mahi try to talk in English in the class, after the class actually, really?
Yeah.
So then most of the student told, oh, see, they are showing up to us that they can talk in English. This gives us a lot of irritation for learning English. I think he also faced the same problem.
Yes, it acts like a barrier for some reason. Because if you think about it, just imagine you're doing something and everyone is laughing at you, like, look at them, just there, like showing off themselves. They can talk and they think like we don't know anything. We score more than them. And it's their mentality.
Yep.
They can only score more than academic exams. But when it's time for speaking, it's quite different. It's the mentality of our society. The thing is, we don't just think English is a language. We just think it as a subject. That's why we just take care of our writing part but not the speaking part, and that's what keeps us away from being good at English and being fluent.
Okay, let me describe more deeply. That, see, there are many students who score good at the low rank classes like class 5, class 4, but go to the reality. When they go in the SSC hall, and also the class 8 means there is a lot of exams of the scholarship. So there, what kind of problem they face? Not creative. Think, they have memorized 4 paragraphs or 8 paragraphs, and in the highest 20 paragraphs. But when in the reality they go and see, there is a paragraph come unknown, but he knows a lot about the topic. Some of the students will pass that, he won't write that because he don't have the understanding about the topic. But the student who has scored less in the previous classes, like class 5, class 4, class 3, means they haven't memorized. Like we too, we haven't memorized. Still now, I started from the class 1 and he started from, I think, class 4, I think.
Yeah.
So still now, I haven't memorized a single piece of paragraph. Have you?
No. It's about memorizing the information given in the paragraph, not the whole sentence or the whole paragraph.
So, in the minute teacher suggests us to memorize the paragraphs, to memorize even the punctuation marks. But according to me, when I think, this all things is not good at all. The main things, that knowledge. That if you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the right to do good marks at the high qualified exam, like the English Olympiad, the ICT Olympiad, the Physics Olympiad, and also different kind of academic session like the SSC, the HSC. So I think you also think the same, right?
Yes, what you said is right. And if you just think about in a different perspective, what we have been taught in all these years, right?
Yeah.
We have been knowing from a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of instructor teachers. Some like say you have to attend this 6-month batch and you will be good at English. You have to follow this, think in English. You have to apply these structures every day, like spoken structures, and kind of like that things. So it's a language isn't about a year or a month or so. You have to improve it throughout your life. Use it in all kind of situations. The more you apply it, the more you learn. The more you practice, the better you get, and the more fluent you are.
Okay, let me talk about it. Actually, many teachers told us, if you come to my batch, many of the teachers in the outside, that if you come to my batch, in 6 months I will make you super fluent in English. You can write any kind of free writing and you can understand everything about English. But that is the not true, it's a dark. Because when you are going 26 means fixed time batch, then which type of problem will you face? First of all, they will teach you, they will give you a book that memorize the book, you will be super good in English, because in the book there will be given the most of the sentences or the most of the expression we use in our daily life. But think about the reality. When any foreign people has come and wanted to talk with you, then what will you do with them? So in the next problem, some teacher also try to force us for learning the English or memorize the English sentences. This is absolutely wrong. So by that way, what will you do when in the stage of the English Olympiad? What will you do? You can do nothing. You will freeze. That what to tell. So this is the main problem in the learning English, that for this kind of reason most of the students are declined from English. He has already mentioned that some of the people make English a subject, but English is not a subject, it's a matter, it's a whole language by which we can express ourselves in the whole world. Also the China, also the different kind of language world. So I think you can understand why this English is very important. So come to another point. He has already experienced what type of problem he did face. So let me tell what problem did I face. Let me tell about the truth. So I am a YouTuber. So I have more than 475 videos. And in the Facebook, in my father official or the personal Facebook ID, there are also more than 50 or 60 videos. So, which kind of problem have I faced? The main problem that I faced, that was demotivation, proper demotivation. Because some of the people, most of the people in the previous time, I think I am the first YouTuber who started to make English vlogs in this whole Satkhira by any kind of environment. As I suppose, my first video I made, which was very long, that was in Muzaffar Garden. So I think he made the whole videos in English village because he has got the perfect environment here, right?
Yeah, another thing is it isn't perfect. Like you can say, it's about adapting in situation. Like in Bangladesh, you won't find any place where you can talk the whole time in English with your friends or anyone else.
Yes.
Like if you talk about talking English with your relatives or your parents or elderly person, you'll feel shy. So who do you need? You need a friend or someone of your age whom you feel comfortable with person that you can share your feelings. So we have a lot of friends who are good at like academic situations and like academic studies, but you won't find many friends who can speak in English properly. So luckily I have got some, including him. And another thing I do is talk with chatbots. And another thing that I think is one of the most important things in learning English is think in English. Thinking in English will make you so much more confident, and it doesn't come instantly. Throughout these years, like including my academic years, I haven't learned a single thing about spoken English. But in these 2 years, I was kind of dedicated. Like a matter of fact, I'm not a hardworking student. Still, I have managed to get better. If you have seen my previous videos, you will see it isn't like you can say attractive, like still it isn't.
Means so much, not so much glazy.
Yeah, like there are some people with God gifted, you can say voice and something like that. I don't have that, but still I have that knowledge and my creative way to speak. I speak very frankly, and I'm not very good at speaking formally, like, and I'm sometimes not that energetic, to be very honest.
So actually for me, I have some of the different habits that I am very energetic every time. I think in the video you will understand in the whole time I am very crazy about talking. So by that way, experience is one of the important fact, because now you are saying me that you are thinking in some of the few months I have done well, but not. This is a long story. A long time I have to practice, more than 5 years. Most of the people tell that the COVID-19 is the most dangerous problem for the education. But for me, this is different. This COVID-19 has given me the chance for learning and for understanding the English, understanding the science. Do you know, I have also read many of the science book. Also, I am at the class 6 and think about COVID-19. It was done in the 2020, means more than 5 years ago. No, mostly 5 years ago. So then I will be must in class 1. So then I read the biology book of the class 7, 8, 9 and 10. 19 is same. So I was very crazy about the science. So I have explored that. So as the same, English. English is a matter of practice. Now think, here is a wall. Here is my friend, but think here is a wall. I am talking with another one. Now I am sitting here. So how about the day? You are making question and think you are the wall, and again replay to you, your own self. Oh, this day was fine. That was really good. So
it is like
like
a query
this.
or Q&A. You can also do commentary, like you see, like in sports there is a person who talks about things like what a nice shot and something like that. You can do the same thing with your, you can make a spoken diary or journal, you can say, like describe your whole day. What have you done in this day? Think in English.
Yeah. So at the point, you think how we make or we manage our environment at when we stay at our home. So if you think about the modern technology, we have also used that. But before 5 years ago or before 4 or 3 years ago, there was not so much advanced AI, right?
Yeah.
There was some of the limited edition only some Google AI, I think. So I am actually liked by the English village. The environment is very beautiful because I get a good friend here and also many of the other friends. But in the previous time, I was used to talk with many of the AI chatbots and also the Gemini, my favorite one, because it gives a live talking session, which is much preferable. So by that way, we both talk a lot of time in English for expressing our emotions and also everything. Means some of the people tell, think in English, think in English. I think he has also described that. People tell that, think in English, most of the teachers. But some of them doesn't tell that how to think in English. And what is the reality in the thinking in English? Think in English is not as easy or simple word. It's a long word. It's a single word, but it tells or it expresses a lot of story. That now I am talking. Have I memorized it? No. But how I am talking? Because I can think in English. And if one time a person can think in English, he can talk moreover 1 week maybe in the perfect talking. So we two are talking freely, that we have no obstacles and no boundaries of the society, because do you know that I have broke every limits. I have made more than 475 videos outside. Most of them are outside of my home, and also you can imagine how many problems I have faced. Think 300 videos at outside and only 200 or 100 videos at my home place. So I think you understand in which type of dedication I have to give.
So we have mainly talked about how we started, how our journey has gone, which kind of barriers we have faced, and our current situation. So with that being said, our whole journey has been told today, even though I couldn't talk much, but I'd like to meet you another day with another video. And our host has talked a lot, and I'm jealous of that. So
Simple.
he has talked about his personal problems, how he has done through his life, and how he has improved his English, what kind of environment he has been helped from. And for me, it's different, right? I'm not a YouTuber.
Mostly
I make videos like
not,
that.
mostly
Only
different.
except
Much?
English Village. It's the place where I got to practice. Before that, I couldn't speak a single sentence. I'm not lazy. That's true. I couldn't even speak a sentence. Even like I could make it, but it was the shame and the fear of like being looked at people like it's some kind of zoo animal. Like they think of, like they think like, what the hell are they even talking about? They're like blazing, or they're like, you can say, showing off. But now it's a very different. And another one is getting a friend who you can talk with in English and express your thoughts. So remember to choose a friend wisely and also practice with them. ChatGPT or any kind of chatbots, you can practice with them, but
Not
they're not
really.
human. You can like express your thoughts with them like properly. So getting a real life person is 100 times better, I guess. And also remember to treat English as a language, not a subject.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's end today, right?
So actually this was all about our experience, and at present we are also doing good because all the time we are getting the perfect scope for understanding and also expressing our ways in English. And now that was all about it today. Thanks a lot for your patient listening. Bye.